State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. So TCU's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Off and running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other. It was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Looking down the middle. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Hauls it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, TCU.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Kelly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the ubiquitous bubble screen just floats backward for lost yardage.
You need better blocking downfield. I mean, these receivers got to understand, if you're going to play in this offense.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Rides to back and leaves it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got third and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. He lets one fly deep, and they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own one and hoping to avoid a disaster. It's a seam wide open. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20.
Man, what an incredible individual effort by that guy to take it all the way to the other end. The only thing he didn't do, Reese, was finish the play.
You got to give it to him again. You just have to give it to him again and let him score.
I don't know if he has enough gas left to take off one more handoff. We're going to find out.
And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ross.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. There he goes. Oh, out of space. Past the 30, the 20, the 10. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling.
Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man, it's Kelly. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Bring in the heat. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. The Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Finds nothing downfield, flips it out to his back. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for room at the 25. Oh, he found a space on the right. Turning it on. At the 20. And how about that run? A huge gain and a slide at the end. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Steps away. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback Caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Ripping through the defense. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Wide receiver going in motion. The snap sets up to throw. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what we've seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Takes the handoff. It's Perry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Kelly. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuck. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Anderson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finds a crease at the 20. Quarterback gets enough. He's loose. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
A big key for this offense coming into this game was getting this quarterback going, running the football. And with that last scramble, he's now over 100 yards rushing in this game, and he is not done yet.
That is a jolt of energy for the offense to get out of trouble in field position, and now all kinds of room to work.
Been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Gives it on the option. Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a Mike.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Going to swing it on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Grabs it inside the 10. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every...
And he takes this from inside the 5. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will take the field first. And the Horned Frogs are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab deep. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive, spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So South Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Klopfenstein. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Nestles it in at the 35. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. And some room to work. It's a running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That's caught. It's right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged out of the air. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Fires it down the seam. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, going up top. He tries to take the top off. Makes a grab right down the middle. He's loose down the middle. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Got it in the middle. It's Klopfenstein. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the grab close to the logo. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10.
the big run. When you're backed up near your own end zone, you're just trying to get out. You're trying to get breathing room. Now, he breaks off the run. Dude, now I'm trying to score. I went from being backed up inside my own 10 to now I'm inside their 10 in the score zone. Let's get weird.
Touchdown, Horned Frog! Fitted in the window for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They'll run it to the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They stop him in his track, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in at the 40. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
What a big play, backed up in their own end. And a big thing here is you're just trying to give yourself some space to work. And what a job up front of creating some big lanes and gaps for the ball carrier to get a huge chunk of yards.
They go to the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Underwood. That's caught, it's Smith. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. It's a seam wide open. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, TCU.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Finds the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And they make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Here on third down for this offense. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Klopfenstein. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the double.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the...
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but we're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Now on first down from the 30. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Here's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And the Gamecocks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. To throw, it's Underwood. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab down the middle. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick.
and get things going. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. The Horned Frogs offense will go on the attack first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen.
There he goes. All out of space. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10.
You got to give it to the defense, man. Great effort. They got gashed up front. Looked like that running back was gone. How about the speed and hustle defensively to track that guy down and tackle him before he scored?
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. So Boston College's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you can tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
He'll keep it himself. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand this, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Quickly complete. Touchdown, TCU! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Slithers into space. Past the first down marker and still running. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. The 20. 10. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hornfrock! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get a touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working.
Snags it down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Golden Eagles getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
They boot it away on 4th down. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they need just a little space if they can find it. He's not afraid to go deep. Snatches it on the right. Off and running. Inside the 10. Touchdown, TCU! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll go to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Immediately fires to the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Good job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and look for room. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Second down, he'll throw it. This time he's down, Horned Frog. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.